Okay.
Okay, so José Manuel from Portugal. I am a professor of international relations at the University of Coimbra, and I am also a member of the parliament elected by the left bloc, and currently vice president of the Portuguese parliament. So that's it.
Thanks. Thanks to accept the invitation to talk with us. And we are here in Syros for the Dialop project.
Yeah.
So what do you think about this project? And,
Okay, I believe it's an historical moment. This kind of initiative is really a landmark, which must be seen as that, because obviously dialogues between Marxists and Christians have occurred several times in the past, but this one occurs in a moment in which the challenges, both in Europe and at the global sphere, are absolutely radical, I would say, politically, ideologically, ecologically, economically, of course, but also because the moment that Christianity is living, namely in the Catholic Church, is very demanding, very challenging. We are listening almost every day to words of openness, of dialogue coming from the Pope, from Pope Francis on the one side. On the other side, conservative forces are trying to, to block him in his renewal of the church. So, in fact, I believe that this dialogue is a crucial one, because our societies in Europe and outside Europe demand us to assume this responsibility of in common acting towards a radical social and economic change.
and how Marxists and Christian can improve their relation, and what the act they can do it.
Yeah, well, I believe that I would not like to draw things too easy, but in fact, the crucial thing is to understand what Pope Francis calls the call of the poor. I mean, the voice of the poor, be it through physical voice or through, the observation of reality, which itself calls for something to be done urgently. So the centrality of the poor, of the excluded, of the precarious, of the migrant, of the refugee, of the victims of abuse, of the victims of discrimination, sexual, racial, cultural, etc. The centrality of this obviously turns a common action between the Marxist lefts and Christians, I would say a natural thing, and obviously this dialogue has its enemies, outside Christians, outside Marxists, but also inside Christianity and the Marxist area, obviously. But we are accustomed to that. I mean, we have always have this kind of tensions, and I believe that the call of all human beings of goodwill includes this need to establish bridges in practical terms, in practical policies between Christians and Marxists.